Hello. You might at some point want to upgrade your hard drive to a higher capacity, or replace the slow mechanical HDD with a much faster SSD. Here you will find step-by-step instructions on how to transfer everything from an old disk to a new one, and for this I will use one of the best programs, MiniTool Partition Wizard. You can download it from the manufacturer's website. The link is in the description of the video. Here you can learn more about all its wonderful features. This program is simple and easy to use, and that's only why I chose it to transfer Windows from HDD to SSD. And so, I launched the program. Here we see all the disks connected to my computer. The very first of them, this is a new SSD, where I will transfer my operating system. Windows 10 is on the second disk here. This is my old HDD, which I specially connected to my computer for this video. The other two disks are used for data storage. And so, we select the first item, Migrate OS. This page will help you choose the right migration method. If your old disk, besides the partition with the operating system, has other independent data partitions, you can transfer the entire contents of your disk with all partitions to the new disk. Then you need to choose the first method. You also need to take into account the size of your old disk, so that its volume is no more than the size of the new disk. My two disks are almost the same in size and therefore there will be no problem. But if your old disk has more gigabytes than the new one, then you need to choose the second method. Choosing the second method makes it possible to transfer only the operating system to another disk, because for Windows 10 at least 32 gigabytes on a new SSD will be enough, and the old disk, along with the rest of the data, can be used as storage in the future. So, you choose the method that suits your situation. I choose the first method, and click Next. In this window, you need to select and mark a new SSD. Click Next, and the program will warn you that all data will be destroyed. But my disk is completely new and empty. I click Yes. This window offers several settings for disk size, if your new disk is larger than the old one. You can choose the setting that suits your situation. I have two drives that are almost the same size, and I click Next. And here's the last recommendation. After completing the process, you need to go into the BIOS, and configure the new disk as bootable by default. I click Finish, and the program offers to start migrating the operating system to a new disk. Click Apply. Latest recommendation: close all other applications. Click Yes, and the process will begin. And now we see that the migration process has been completed successfully. I click OK, and close the program. Depending on the configuration of the disks and computer, you may receive this message during the process. It says that to continue the process, you need to restart the computer. Click Restart Now, and the process will end after restarting the computer. Now you need to restart your computer, go into BIOS, and make the new disk bootable. I open the BIOS section, Boot. Then I find and select Hard Drive BBS Priorities. I click Enter. Here we see that the old disk is in the boot priority list number 1. I click Enter. I select a new disk in the list that opens. Click Enter. And now we see that a new disk is installed at boot priority number 1. Click F10. And to save the changes, click Yes. Computer reboots. And so, now we see that I did everything correctly, without errors. And as a result, the MiniTool Partition Wizard successfully transferred all the data to the new SSD. Repeat all the steps after me, step by step, and you will succeed too. Thank you very much for your attention to my video. Good luck.